Hebrews chapter 10 and verse 24 in the NLT. Let us think of ways to motivate one another to acts of love and good works, and let us not neglect our meeting together, as some people do, but encourage one another, especially now that the day of his return is drawing near. First off, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachakodash, double honors unto the apostles of Great Millstone that teach and rule well. And as always, peace and salutations unto the elect. All right, this is Brother Benaiah coming back at you with a quick video. I know this lesson was basically inspired by a spiritual conversation, all right, that we had down here, after the disciples class yesterday. My brother was just basically talking about how we're blessed to be in the position that we're in, with great leadership, starting with our apostles and elders, all right, and also our particular camp down here in Dallas, we're blessed with great leadership, and also coming into this truth and crossing over into the camp, how the Lord basically blessed us with this brotherhood, man, and how it's a blessing, it's a particular perk that you get once you come into the once you actually come into the camp, man, of being around man that truly, have your best interest at heart, all right, who wants to see you grow, who's not on the envious tip, who's not jealous, of you. You have actually, man who was set up over us, and actually guiding us in the right way, even when we fuck up, but who was talking about the times that we're getting ready to come into. All right, as it tells you in the book of Second Timothy chapter 3, how, real quick, let's get it. And I'm gonna come back to this Hebrews. Second Timothy chapter 3, and I'm gonna start at verse 1. It says, "This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come." All right, and it's talking about the days that we're living in right now. Perilous times. It also says, how the love of many shall wax cold. So as things get tighter, all right, as the Lord starts to increase his judgment on this place and America really starts to feel it, all right, these average Americans really start to feel it, you know, all this talk of love that people love to spew out of their mouth is going to go out the window, all right, and this is going into the quality of the mindset or the characteristics of how the people are basically going to be, all right, because when you go into the definition of that word wax cold, it goes into the Greek word psycho, all right, meaning the people are going to be in such straits that they're going to go back into a psychotic state, meaning they're going to be basically a dog eat dog mentality, man. Real quick, let's keep going. Matter of fact, I'm gonna read this in I want to read this in a GNT. Then I'll come back to this Hebrews. It's a lock if I'm all over the place. All right, as you can see from the head title, Second Timothy chapter 3 and verse 1 in the GNT, it says the last days. It says, remember that there will be difficult times in the last days. People will be selfish, greedy, boastful, and conceited. They will be insulting, disobedient to their parents, ungrateful, and irreligious. They will be unkind and merciless, slanderers, violent and fierce. They will hate the good, it says, and they will do treacherously, reckless, and swollen with pride. All right, and we seeing all these characteristics of the people right now. All right, they call them these YNs. All right, this generation. All right, Z. We seeing all this shit, man. So how much more than as Yahweh Shah said himself, if they doing all this in the green, when there's green on the trees, how much more? All right, when there's dirt, when there's famine, man. Just roughly paraphrasing. All right, but I think I want to get the MSG version on this one because it says dog eat dog. Yep, here we go. I'm gonna read it again. Difficult times ahead. Don't be naive. There are difficult times ahead as the end approaches. People are going to be self-absorbed, money hungry, self-promoting, stuck up, profane, contemptuous of parents, crude, coarse. This the point. Dog eat dog. All right. And as we're coming into these times, like I said, when the Lord is getting ready to increase His judgment, when America's really start to feel the squeeze, these particular bonds that people think they have, that's going to go out the window. All right. But inside this sanctuary and this brotherhood, all right, it's a blessing, man. Because we're not. Hey, that's the only time. These are the only people that's going to be united. All right, in the times that we're coming into the elect. All right, the elect are the only people who's going to be united in these difficult times, man. While everybody else is going to turn on each other, You know, everybody else is gonna be dog eat dog, because America already pushes the mindset of being self-centered and everything is about you, and having the mindset of the world revolves around you. You know, you taught that, and you've been given that trait since you were a child, being brought up in the society, man. You know, so how much more when shit gets straight, man? These so-called people that then grew up with each other, these best friends, these cliques, all right, all these fraternity niggas, they think they got a brotherhood. Well, that shit is gonna be destroyed in the times that we coming into. All right, because as we just read, man, people are gonna be dog eat dog. That mentality is gonna come back out. All right, and you really gonna see what who people truly are. All right, when the lack of food and lack of water is low, you know. But that's why we've been blessed. That's a particular benefit that we get by coming into this truth, by crossing over into the camp that we have, man. And that's why it's important. That's why I wanted to start off with that Hebrews, man. You see, it's important not to. I'm gonna read that one more time. Going back, Hebrews chapter 10. All right, in verse I get straight to it. Verse 25, it says, "And let us not neglect our meeting together, as some people do, but encourage one another, especially now that the day of his return draweth near." Yeah, so the fellowshipping, man, the importance of fellowshipping. That's what this lesson is about. All right, the brotherhood and the importance of spending time with brothers, man. You see, you take it from a carnal sense, all right, and even in the spirit, it tells us that this is a war. This is spiritual warfare. You know, you take it from a carnal sense when soldiers, all right, spend time with each other. That's to build that bond in relationships, man. You see, because you got to know the man that you're going to war with. You got to be able to trust him to the fullest. You have to trust this man with your life, and likewise. And that's why it's important for us to spend this time fellowshipping. You see, don't neglect the time that you can spend with brothers, man. And it's a benefit too, man. You know, it's a benefit about being around brothers and truly building up that bond, because that's going to be very important in the times to come. That's what's going to make us such a strong unit through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai in the times to come, man. Because we've been blessed with brothers who's actually been in other camps, you know. And a brother was telling us last night, um, who was a part of another camp. I ain't got to say the camp, but he was telling us how, you know, they don't there's no really no true leadership in that camp, man. You see, they don't truly care for the sheep, what you doing after camp. You know what I'm saying? Spending time with each other. They spending time with each other playing Madden and doing nigga shit versus, you know, what the brother has experienced now since he's been in the camp of Great Millstone, man. You know, actually being around brothers who care and who want to know, hey, well, bro, what you doing? And making sure that brothers are spending time in the spirit. You know, yeah, we get together, we cook, we drink and we eat chicken. You know, we have a good time with each other. All right, but we also in the spirit. You know, don't get it twisted. This ain't no party. You know, at any moment, you know what I'm saying. The brothers can testify. We've been blessed with the Apostle Ricard being down here in our camp. You know, for some years now. You know, and the spirit jump on him, and then in the whole next thing you know, the music off, and everybody is engulfed in a very heavy spiritual conversation. You see, and we've been blessed. You know, brothers have been blessed to be a part of that, to be amongst that, sitting and hearing the apostles speak about One West. You know, and how everything transpired with One West, and how we got the great millstone and the apostles of today, our apostles of the day, man. You see, and these things needed be. You see, and this is particular history. All right, this is key history that's gonna set the foundation until the new world that's to come, man. You see, and we're actually a part of that history, man. You see, so in any moment, brothers can just pop into a spiritual conversation, and next thing you know, and it can be for hours. You know, we sitting here just speaking, you know, listening to the apostles, the brothers having a spiritual conversation amongst themselves, even if it's not everybody, at one, and you know what I'm saying, and listen to the same conversations. Hey, man, brothers be split up talking amongst each other. Man, you can go and hop. You know what I'm saying? You go to any little circle that brothers may be conversing with each other, and everything is spiritual, man. You see, versus what you see in the world. These people, nobody is spending time, all right, doing what we doing, man. You see, having this spiritual conversation with brothers, man. You see, and like I said, this is a true blessing, all right, to be amongst, all right, and have that opportunity to hear these spiritual conversations. The Lord does things on purpose, man. The Lord has a purpose for particular things to happen, man. You see, so if you're hearing these spiritual conversations and you're amongst and you blessed to be amongst that, the Lord is using these conversations and spiritual conversations to build us up. All right. But I want to get this right here in the AI overview. about the importance of soldiers spending time with each other. Okay, because at the end of the day, as the scriptures say, we are soldiers of Hamashiach. All right, and this is a spiritual military through the spirit. All right, and our warfare is spiritual. Okay, but it says the importance of soldiers to it's important for soldiers to have time with each other because it builds up camaraderie. I think I'm saying that right. Let's see, cause I got it pulled up. Let's see what it says, man.
Camaraderie.
Camaraderie. It says mutual trust and friendship among people who spend a lot of time with each other. All right. Camaraderie. All right. It says trust in a sense of shared experience, which is crucial for effective teamwork and morals, especially in high stress situations like combat. Essentially, strong bonds between soldiers can enhance their performance and resilience on the battlefield by allowing them to rely one on another fully. And that's why it's important to spend this time with brothers, spend this time in fellowshipping when you can. You know, especially as like we read in Hebrews, as the day approaches, let us not neglect, all right, this meeting. All right, that meeting is coming together for fellowshipping. After class, you know what I'm saying? You fellowship, man. You know, you spend that time with brothers, even through the week. You know, we spend time with brothers, man. You know, just as a corner soldier would spend time with the men of his troop, they spend more time with the men of their troop than with their family. Because at the end of the day, when it's time for them to go to war, they have to fully trust the man next to them with their lives, man, and vice versa. You see, and that's why it's important for us to build these bonds and have this time right now that the Lord is allowing us to have. All right, and make good use of it, man, and not neglect it. You see, but it says key points about the importance of soldiers interacting. It says shared experience. Soldiers often go through intense training and developments together, creating a unique bond based on shared hardships and challenges. That's right. It says mutual trust, knowing that your fellow soldiers have your back in dangerous situation is vital for combat effectiveness. Yes, and that's right. Coming into the times that we coming into, man, that brotherhood, it's important that you know that this brother, you know what I'm saying, you didn't spend time with this brother, you know that you can trust this brother fully. You know what I'm saying? You know that you know that this brother has the same mindset as you. You know what I'm saying? Y'all have the same, y'all like-minded, man. You see? And that's what makes a unit run, all right? It says improve communication. Spending time together fosters open communication and allows soldiers to understand each other's strengths and weaknesses. You see, these are all the benefits of fellowshipping, man. You see, and this is from a carnal sense of a military, but how much more this spiritual military that we're a part of, man. You see, it's very important that you spend time with brothers because hey, that's when you see brothers' weaknesses and you see brothers' strength, and then y'all help each other build on that, man. You see, whatever brother's weaknesses, you help that brother build on, and your weaknesses, he help you build. You see, as the scriptures say in Proverbs 27, iron sharper than iron, man. You see, that's just ain't in there for talking about, just scriptures, man. You see, that's talking building you up, period, in the spirit. You know, scriptures as well, don't get it twisted, but building you up also in the spirit, man, in the faith. All right. It says psychological support. Camaraderie can provide a vital emotional support system, helping soldiers cope with stress and trauma. Yeah, being around brothers, you going through shit through the week. You may be going through shit at work or with your woman, with your family, or whatever it may be, financial struggles. When you get around brother, that's your time that you can, you may have, spirit on you to vent a little bit, brother, have a conversation and build you up spiritually. You know what I'm saying? Give you that boost that you need. Going back real quick, Hebrews 10:24, it says, "Let us think of ways to motivate one another of acts of love and good works." Yeah, building each other up, man. You see, going back to that psychological support. You see, on these particular to help us cope with this stress and trauma, man. All right, thinking upon the promises that the Lord, hey man, hey bro, it's almost over, bro. Just keep fighting out. We all, hey, just keep pushing, brother. One day we gonna be able to chill, bro. These particular, having these conversations with brothers help brothers cope with this shit that we going through, man. And that shows you the importance of fellowshipping in this brotherhood, man. All right, can't stress it enough. I'm sorry if I keep bringing it up, but this is very, very, very vital and important. All right, that we spend as much time with each other as possible, man. You see, whether you calling a brother, you with a brother in person, or you calling, having a conversation over the phone, man, or doing a lesson. You see, It says enhance unit cohesion. It says when soldiers feel connected to their unit, they are more likely to work harder towards a common goal. Yeah, that's right, man. You see, more hard and more they were willing to work harder, all right, for this common goal that we have, man. You see, which is the furthering of this gospel, man, and the pushing forth of this ministry. All right. Let me see if I have something. And this is very important, man, because like I said, the times that we coming into, people are not gonna have, all right, what we have inside this sanctuary of Yahweh Shem Shah, this brotherhood, man. This true love, all right, that's amongst this brotherhood. People of the world are not gonna have that in these times that's coming into, man. That we're coming into. You see? All right, and you spending time with brothers, you know, and you fellowshipping, all right. And that's gonna get you, hey, that's gonna build you up, man. And as the scriptures say in the book of John, man, no greater love than a man. All right, real quick, John chapter 15 and verse 13, it says, "Greater love have no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends." Man, yeah, that's right. You see, you building that bond, man. Hey, man, you be willing to, hey, man, I'm really, you know, if I have to take it there, I just have to take it there for brothers, man. You know, I gotta lose my life. Okay, it is what it is for a brother, man. You know, but you create that bond, you have that bond. Now if you ain't spending time with a man, you know, if you're not spending time, just think carnally as a soldier not spending time with his troop, you know, and then when he's called to war, it's time for him to go to war. You know, he's not gonna be willing to risk his life with a man that he didn't spend any time to and grow up and get bonds with, you know, go through shit, cry together, laugh together, all this stuff, man. He's not gonna be willing to take a bullet or go or take death for that man. You see? Why? Because he didn't build that bond, man. And that's like I said, going back, that's why it's important, man. It's important, you know. And we blessed to be within this brotherhood, man. Let me get this in the book of Sirach. All right, let me get in the GNT. Because like I said, all these, you know, fellowshipping and having class and then after class fellowshipping and then spiritual conversations, man, that's a blessing that we even get to hear these particular things, man. You see, and it's a blessing from the Lord, man. All right. This is Sirach 32, and I'm gonna get straight to it in verse 13. It says, and don't forget to think. Well, I'll start up at 11. It says, leave the party at the right time and never be the last to go. It says, don't linger at the door, just go straight home. There you can enjoy yourself as you wish, and don't commit the sin of bragging. But this is the point. All right, verse 13. It says, and don't forget to thank your creator for letting you enjoy so many good things. You see? We got to thank the Lord for even allowing us to be a part of this brotherhood and experience these things, man. You know, because these are all gifts from the Lord for us to even be a part of the brotherhood. You know, these are gifts from the Lord for us to even be a part of the brotherhood, to hear these spiritual conversations. All right, to hear the apostles, speak. You know what I mean, and share these particular stories and everything that he's been through. You know what I'm saying? Because this is those that be important history, man. You know, this is history, man. You know, and we're gonna this is stuff that Lord willing we get saved. We're gonna be able to tell our children about. They're gonna be able to see it, man. We're gonna be able to rewind and hey, look, this is this is what we had to go through in Babylon. This is what we fought for. All right, to get to where we is right now. This is all the stuff we had to go through. This is the history. Started with one West, just like we reading in the scriptures. You know what I'm saying about the prophets and stuff. Was still being written in these times, man. You see, it's still being written out in these times with the elect, the fight that the elect is going through, man. You see, and they're gonna get their crowns and their glories right along with Yahweh in the kingdom, man. You see, they're gonna be put up above, you know what I'm saying, the rest of the nation of Israel, man. They're gonna be joint heirs with Yahweh, man. You see, all right, because everybody is not gonna be on the same level that elect, just like Ezra seen in Second Ezra chapter 2. You see, they're the elect being commended because they stood so stiffly. You see, the 2/3 is gonna down on this side. They're gonna come back and they're gonna give props and praise unto those men that fought on this side, man. You see, and they're gonna understand. Damn, the history of One West. They're gonna really understand. Just like, hey, they're gonna understand everything then, man. You know, this is all a part of history, but it starts. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we thank the Lord for these particular gifts. All right, and it's good times that we get to have amongst brothers, man. All right. So, like I said, man, I didn't want to make it too long. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying, man. You know. But yeah, man, don't neglect the meeting, man. Don't be fucking leaving if you shalom soon as class over. You always bouncing out, man. No, spend time with brothers as much as you can. It's very important. And it's gonna be key and vital in the times that we coming into. So with that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rachakodash. Double honors unto the apostles of Great Millstone and teaching well. And as always, peace and salutations to the elect. Shalom.